This is the National Football League.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go. We are there now. Hello, Jarrell and the Rams versus Tiki and the Giants.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Stafford down to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Henderson now on 1st and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Jones rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 36 yards. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Woo! And all the way to the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing, Jones. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points. This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone? An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. So holding will scratch off some of that return. And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tay Crowder able to make the play. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding room to the 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 35 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And Stafford's in some pain, apparently. Yet to arise following the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Wolford again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
On first down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Jones now on first down. Flush to his right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear Coach Say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Wolford going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Dancing to his left. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Wolford to the air. This is caught. It's Woods. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Wolford. Escape, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. A final shot before the half, Wolford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke man, Daniel Jones. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gay now set to kick it off. Returning it, John Ross. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 45 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 25 on second down, Wolford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and short.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And now they'll just need 14. Touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Jones hit in the ball zone.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Throwing now is Wolford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Wolford going to try and throw on third down. Quick slant here to Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Wolford, flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38. On first down, Henderson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wolford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Wolford on 3rd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
First down and much more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wolford eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down. Henderson going to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Stafford here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Stafford on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 69 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Stafford. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.